This will be a quick guide on how to use Windows Movie Maker. Start your project by importing all of your media. Importable medias include videos, pictures, and music. Once you have all of your media imported, let's go over the tabs that are on the ribbon and what they all contain. The first tab is the Home tab, where you can import your media, add captions, select a basic AutoMovie template, save your movies, or directly upload them. The next is the Animations tab, which contains all of the transitions and pans and zooms, which will be explained later. Next up are the visual effects, which are basically just filters for your pictures and videos. Next is the Project tab, which lets you fiddle with the audio of your video a bit by telling Movie Maker which source of audio you want to have emphasized, as well as lets you change the aspect ratio of your movie, which is basically the shape it will take, standard being more square-like, and widescreen being more landscape. Next is the View tab, which has some small features that let you mess with the size of your timeline, change the size of your thumbnail, preview your movie in full screen, and toggle whether or not you want the waveforms of the audio in your video to be visible from the timeline. Next is the Edit tab, which is in my opinion the most important tab. It allows you to trim your video length, change the fade in and fade out of your audio, set start and end points to your videos, and most importantly, can split your clips or music into clippings, allowing you to make more specific edits. The final tab is the Options tab, which you may or may not have depending on whether you have music in your video. It allows you to edit the music portion of your timeline the same way you would edit the video and picture portions with splits, start points, end points, and trims. The first thing we will go over is how to insert text into your movie. You start in the Home tab and select either title, caption, or credits. They all work similarly, but for the sake of the example, we will be using the caption. Select on the timeline where you want the text to go. Then, click the caption button. A new Format tab opens up, allowing you to edit your text. Here, you can edit everything about your text as well as add some effects to it. All of the effects are previewable by hovering over the effect with your mouse. Once you are happy with your result, we can move on. Next, we will go over splits and trims. Trimming your video simply lets you change when your video starts and ends. The split tool allows you to create breaks in your media so that you may insert transitions, change the effects of specific portions of your movie, and or add pans and zooms. Let's go over how to do all of these things. First, go to the Edit tab. Let's use the Start and End Point tool. Select where you would like the video to start or end, then click the corresponding button. The video will now start or end from these new points. To split your video, select the area that you want to split into two pieces. Then click the Split button. You are now left with two independent pieces. With these two pieces, we can go over to the Animations tab and add a bit of flair to the video. Since you have two pieces, you can now insert a transition between the two. These specific transitions can only be used when they are between two objects and differ from the ones that only require one object. Like before, you could preview everything in real time. Now that you've selected a transition, we can also include a pan and zoom as well as a visual effect from the Visual Effects tab. Choose these settings to your liking, and once you are done, we can move on. Now let's quickly go over some features that Movie Maker offers. The Edit and Options tab both include options for volume fade. What this means is you can have your music or volume in your video slowly fade in or out. This feature is very useful and I would recommend using it as it makes for a much more smooth listening experience. For example, having no fade is much rougher than a slow fade. The last feature I will be showing you is the built-in audio recording and webcam feature. These features allow you to record your voice and webcam, save and use them in specific points in your video. Just select on your timeline where you want your voice or cam to appear and start recording. As a side note, there is another software called Audacity that lets you record at higher qualities and offers massive audio editing options, and is actually what I've been using for this whole video. So if you want to go the extra mile for your movie, it's a free download. However, the built-in recording in Movie Maker is just fine. That about wraps up this tutorial. With the tools covered in this video, you are set to create your first movie. I hope this video helped, and thank you for watching.